Welcome to the Life Codes Exposé 2024, an online summit to illuminate and invigorate your divine purpose. I'm Blair Stanislao, the host of the summit and the Consortium of Ease project. For 25 years, Celine Burgett has led women's circles and healing rituals. Her many talents include work as an energy healer, massage therapist, clairvoyant, breathwork journey facilitator, meditation instructor, and consciousness coach. Her transformational programs have now helped over 7,000 clients embrace their authentic selves and live with purpose and passion.
I am a soul healer and consciousness coach, and I help highly sensitive people and empathic people that are struggling with anxiety and overwhelm to create clarity and peace in their heart and increased energy so they can ultimately create a life that feeds their soul.
So
And
how does that work? Do you mind me asking that right now?
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Well, I help people to shift their consciousness, which really means to change your awareness or bring more awareness in. So the more awareness you have, the higher your energetic frequency is. And when you can be aware in any given moment, you have the ability to choose how you want to feel, to choose how you want to show up, who you want to be. And to me, to get to choose how you want to feel, no matter what's going on around you, is the ultimate freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I teach people how to shift their consciousness or bring more awareness in. And I do that through meditation, through breath work is a really big one for me, specifically radical breath work. There's many different tools. So really it's about bringing your nervous system into balance by using these tools. And I help you to really tap into who you truly are, which, as we know, is not our body and not our hair, which sometimes I forget. And I think that how my hair looks is who
Yeah.
I really am. But no, tapping into our spirit. And the more we can tap into who we really are, the greater the ability to show up in the way we want to show up in the world.
Cool. So this is something that's been brought to my awareness much more fully this year, but my question for you initially is, you talked about the breath work, and I mean, I'm familiar with some of it. I'm sure that most of our viewers are with the meditations and like how that shifts things for you. But my question is, because I think even people like us, like I think everybody experiences this, where until they become really finally aware of their energy that is not of their energy when it is not in that calm and alert state, they don't even notice what's happened to their energy. So that's my question for you. How does somebody know, oh, this is a time when I should do these kinds of practices?
Ooh, that is such a good question. And really, you want to ask yourself, how quickly do you want to heal? How quickly do you want to shift your consciousness? And if you are really serious about that, then it's important to practice these tools, not just when you're feeling out of sorts or kind of crazy, but really all the time. And so, what I do, and this would be a great practice for anyone, is I set an alarm for every hour. I know this sounds like a lot, but I set an alarm for every hour to practice some Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breath work.
Okay.
This is a great technique to calm the nervous system. It's a great technique when you're practicing it regularly to bring your awareness more fully into the present moment. And again, the more you practice anything, the better you're going to become. So I would say don't wait until you're feeling out of sorts. Start now, and you can start by setting that alarm and practicing that breathwork technique, which I'm more than happy to share
Yes,
for those
I'm
who
about to
don't
ask
know.
you that, but I was just thinking,
Yeah.
so essentially what you're saying is it's really better just to have a plan, like a game plan, and do
Yes.
it. Okay, so I've got
Yes.
one more question before we do the breath work.
Oh, yeah.
I have done graphics for more than 25 years, and I've got bad eyes. Like the eye doctor even said when I was 27, when he gave me bifocals, can you change your job? Of course, I laughed at him, but it's not good to do that I don't think it's really actually that good to do that kind of anything for necessarily like 8 hours or more. So I set an alarm to do that every couple of minutes, every 15 or 20 minutes. So look away from the computer. And boy, howdy, really quickly did I was like, okay, well, there's that thing. Just ignore it. So what do you suggest for that kind of pattern where, let's say somebody sets an alarm and they start doing that where it's like, oh, I can't do that right now because da, 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 whatever. So
Mhm.
what do you say to get yourself kicked into gear to actually stop and do that?
Ooh, yes. To remember your why, to remember why you're doing this. Why do you really want to do this in the first place? And so I would recommend before even coming up with that alarm calendar to set, why do I want to shift my consciousness? Why do I want to feel peaceful no matter if the election is going on or the world is going crazy? Writing down because I truly want to feel peace in my heart and soul. And if you can have that in front of you when you're working at your desk every day or even on your mirror so you see it first thing in the morning when you get up and go to the bathroom, have that why somewhere where you're going to start to really remember the reason you're setting these alarms to begin with, the reason you're doing the breath work. That helps me quite a bit.
Initially, I'm kind of thinking, okay, I could record myself speaking something and just listening to myself speaking the why would put you right back in there.
Absolutely. Yes. And since that has to do with technology, I always forget about those things.
Well, I was
Yes.
kind of thinking how you would do it. Ideally, you would put it like on your whatever the music playing program is you have so that you can easily access this and just hit play. Like
Ooh,
put it on a
ooh,
playlist. Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the more you can hear or see and just get into that awareness, once again, the reason behind it, ooh, that's going to keep you on track.
Okay, cool. All right. So can we do the breath work thing?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a really simple breath work that perhaps a lot of the viewers already know, but it's nice to have a refresher. You are going to use a hand, whichever, right or left. I like to place my index finger and middle finger just at the third eye center, just to relax my hand there. You're going to use your thumb to close one of the nostrils, and you're going to use the ring finger to close the other.
Okay.
And it looks like this. We're going to start by inhaling into the left nostril. So we're going to close the right and we're going to breathe in through the left. Close the left with the ring finger, hold for just a moment, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, hold, and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, exhale through the left. And let's do one more. We're going to inhale through the left nostril, and exhale through the right. And then just return to normal breathing and notice how you feel just in those few seconds.
I would say. Although my mind was involved because I was like trying to figure out which one we were doing and all that.
Yes,
So do
of
you
course.
you kind of so it's like a circle sort of. And
It's
then do you
kind of,
switch?
you don't, so no, you just keep going with that pattern in through the left, out through the right, and then in through the right, out through the
Okay.
left. So
I,
there's no need to switch. And I would recommend if you're going to set your alarm, or really anytime you practice this, practice for about a minute to 90 seconds. And it's nothing strict. Just kind of imagine, okay, it feels like a minute. And here's something interesting because since I've been doing this every hour, sometimes I'll be in my car, sometimes I'll be in public, and I really thought I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't care what people think that much, you know? And what's been interesting is I'll be at the gym, or I'll even be in my car sometimes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this person sitting right next to me at the red light, what are they going to think I'm picking my And so it's taken me a little while to get over that and just be okay with it. So there's been a lot of growth work for me in just practicing this in public every hour.
Actually, it's funny because one of those numbers that I said, this is referring to either the gates in human design or the gene keys. But one of those is referencing essentially some real base core fear that essentially everybody on the planet experiences. And that's a perfect example of kind of sitting in that fear and then and choosing not to run from it like we do, because when we feel uncomfortable, we usually get up, we go talk to somebody, we go do something, we occupy ourselves outside of our body, but to go within is exactly the practice that we all need for that. So super helpful on all kinds of levels.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I find it to be absolutely, yes, so many levels.
So, can you tell us what it is that you perceive to be this, like, what is the flow for that title for you? Like, what does that mean?
Illuminate. That's one of my most favorite words to shed light on. To me, that means to shed light on, um, bring awareness to your special gift, your reason for being here, which I know everybody has. So to bring more awareness or consciousness to that, and then and invigorate to me means practice it once you have shed light on it. Um, Move through the fear of what maybe other people might think of sharing this gift. Invigorate through, gosh, I think I can come up with so many meanings for that for me. To me, that would also mean perhaps be in community with others that will support that gift, in community to be able to talk about that gift, to be able to share that gift. So much like I feel like that's what you're doing here is helping people to illuminate and invigorate their divine purpose.
So, yeah, that was the goal. So,
Yeah, well, you're doing
yeah,
it,
yeah.
girl. Yes, yes, that divine purpose. And I think that that's a question that most all of us on the spiritual path that are waking up have is what is my purpose? And to me, that means what is my gift? You
Cool.
know, and so many of us might have a very similar gift. I know there's probably thousands of breathwork instructors, but for people to remember that it's you have that one way of delivering it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how important that is.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Thank you so much. So, do you have a free gift that you want to offer to people as well?
I do. I
Okay.
do. It's exciting. So I am holding a class, a free class for your viewers. That's radical breath work. And you do not have to be seasoned in this. You can be a total beginner. You could have never practiced breath work at all. This class is going to include a little bit of meditation and a lot of fun breath work. And this breath work is what helps people to shift your consciousness to get you into that space between thoughts, that space where the possibility for anything lies. And I want to share that for those of us who have a hard time meditating or kind of quieting down, this type of breath work helps your mind to get into that space without even trying. So if you can breathe, you can do this.
Yes. Thanks for joining us in this transformative series. I hope you found valuable insights and inspiration from our amazing speakers. If their stories resonated with you, I encourage you to connect with them directly using the links provided. Each speaker offers unique resources to support your journey towards greater purpose, ease, and fulfillment.